Mount Everest, the world's highest mountain, over 8,000 meters. All of us have heard of it, and many of us have dreamt of reaching the summit. And today we are going to do so in Crocs. No, we are not doing the treacherous hike that many attempt, and some do not even make it back down. One, we do not have tens of thousands of pounds, and two, we probably are not fit enough to do one of the world's hardest treks to reach the summit of Mount Everest. But we are going to do it for a fraction of the price and in just 1 hour from Kathmandu. We actually realized that you can do a scenic flight from the domestic airport to see the peaks, the summits of Mount Everest. Now, Nepal doesn't have the best aviation record. They have the world's most dangerous airport that is in the foothills of Mount Everest. We are heading higher than that, up towards the summit for around $150. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, honestly, to see the summit of Mount Everest. Maybe one day we will come back and do base camp, but to see the summit, to see the peak, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a bucket list activity ticked off. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. The sun is just starting to rise in the streets of Thamel. Let's go and see Everest. When we realized that we could do such a scenic flight from Kathmandu, we actually booked an extra couple of days in the city, and this is the Jumper Hotel. £20 a night for a nice modern room, balcony overlooking Thamel. I think we're running late. I think they're outside picking us up 6 in the morning. We'll be back in the hotel by 9:30, and we can say we have seen the peaks of Mount Bloomin' Everest. Namaste.
Namaste.
Good morning. Yes, Matthew Bass. This is the one. Thank you.
I am very, very excited, albeit rather nervous. It's quite unique. We're going to the airport with our passports, but we're going to the domestic airport and we're not actually landing anywhere. I thought you'd just go to a private airport or something, but no. We're going to the domestic terminal, getting on a plane with our blooming passports.
Thank you.
Hello.
And touchdown, the international airport, well, the domestic terminal. This feels very, very strange. You can see the sun is starting to set. It looks like we have a very clear sky today, and we've been gearing up for this by watching documentaries on Netflix about Everest. You need to watch 14 Peaks, about a Nepalese guy that completes the 14 peaks that are all over 8,000 meters high, and also the documentary about a lady, a Sherpa, that has completed the most successful summits of Mount Everest. And today we are going to be doing so in the comfort of our plane. But it's actually a great way for people that, one, don't have the money, two, don't have the time, or three, aren't physically able enough to do any of the treks across the Himalayas, because I believe we're going to see a lot of the mountain range, not just Mount Everest.
Before we get into the airport, I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about the Himalayan social journey. So we actually did a food tour with them around Kathmandu, which was amazing. We loved trying all the dishes the city has to offer. We had a look on their website. We saw the experiences they offer in and around Nepal, but of course in the Himalayas, in India, in Bhutan as well. And then we found the Everest Scenic Flight, an absolutely amazing experience which you are about to see, and for only $150 per person it is money well spent. We did want to do the helicopter tour to base camp, but that was a little bit expensive. But once again, thank you so much to the Himalayan Social Journey for this incredible experience. Let's get into the airport.
They pick you up in a nice van, take you straight to the domestic terminal, and the sunrise right now is absolutely beautiful. I believe we might actually have some good clear weather. For the last few days it's been a bit sort of hazy and polluted when you wake up in the morning, but you can actually see the outlines of some of the mountains. So I'm very, very positive that we're going to have a pretty good view today.
This feels so strange. It feels like we're leaving the country. The domestic departures.
I really wasn't expecting to be coming to the domestic departures and having to bring my passport. When I mentioned like, oh, what am I having to bring? They were like, oh yeah, just bring your passport. I was like, what? Just to go for a scenic flight? But it's so cool.
I'm still not quite sure how to feel about this. Nepal is one of the countries with the worst aviation records, and we are heading to Everest on, I presume, a tiny little plane. I don't actually know how it works. I don't know if we go with just like a national airline or it's a private one. We still need to get through security. This feels so strange. Get through security and collect our tickets.
So that is us through security, and we just found out we're flying with Yeti Airlines. I can't believe it. It's so quintessential, isn't it? You know, you're flying around Everest with Yeti blooming Airlines.
Yeti Airlines to Mount Everest. As you can see, all the other booths are just normal domestic flights, but ours, we're heading to the mountain. Ah, thank you.
Okie dokie, so we have our boarding pass ready to experience Everest. We are 16 A and F. I don't know how actually that works.
So we're not next to, hold on. Maybe it's a window seat each.
That's what I was thinking. I don't really know what the layout of the plane looks like. All I know is that we have, what does it say? 8 o'clock is the time we're going. We've got about half an hour before we board Yeti Airlines to take us around Everest.
You also get this little card that explains to you exactly where you are, and it shows you the view, the actual view that you'll get out the window, and it shows you each of the different mountains as you go along from Numba to Pamori to Everest. It's actually really handy, because if not, I'm just going to be looking out the window going, oh, there's a big mountain. This is surreal. I'm sat in the domestic terminal with nothing on me. It's really weird. You expect to have like your bags, your suitcase checked, and everything in between, but all I have is some sunglasses, my phone, and this camera that I'm filming on. It's strange. There's hardly any flights going out this time in the morning. The early flights are for the more risky, dangerous flights where they need better visibility, like Lukla, the airport that has the worst aviation record in history, and there's actually flights going to there right now. That is the foothills of Mount Everest, where you'll fly to start your trek to either base camp or attempt to go to the summit. But it's really strange. If you look at this, it says Kathmandu to Kathmandu. This ticket in itself is a souvenir. It's so cool. And when they show you all of the mountains on here, I think we said to each other, oh, like there's Everest isn't on here, didn't we? But it actually is. They call it Sagamatha. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Everest was called something else, and it probably explains why lots of different buildings and parks are called Sagamatha as well. But you can see all the different heights, how high up all the mountains are. And that is actually an actual view from the flight. So hopefully, like I said, the visibility looks good. If the visibility looks as good as that, we're going to get a blimmin' amazing view. And there you go, the first ones in the morning head to Lukla, and then afterwards you've got Buddha Air going to the mountain, and there is us, Yeti Airlines, 8 o'clock to the mountain, Everest.
301 to mountain. Passengers are kindly requested to proceed towards gate number 2. Yeti Airlines announced the departure of its flight number 301
to the mountain.
Passengers are kindly requested to proceed towards gate number 2. Thank you.
To the mountain?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a nice flight.
Thank you. Don't you bad. To the mountains we go, Molly. Oh, do we have to get on a bus?
This way? Yes. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, they have their own Yeti bus.
It happened so quickly though, didn't it? All of a sudden, like they were boarding and they're calling us to the mountain. Here we go.
This is surreal. Thank you. Oh, Edmund Hillary. And now, and now us. This is our mode of transport for today.
Oh, whenever I see a tiny plane with propellers, I always get a little bit nervous, but I have faith in Yeti Airlines and I'm just really, really excited. This is
it's nice, everyone's getting photos of their plane.
This is so cool. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. At the bottom it actually says the world's most exclusive tours.
The Everest Express. This is nice, it feels different. Normally at an airport, a domestic airport, you're getting moaned at for being on the runway next to the plane, filming the plane, taking photos. But everyone's doing it. This is very surreal, isn't it? Very, very surreal. It gives people an opportunity to see something that most would never be able to do financially, or whether financially, physically able, or like us at the time, we really wanted to come back and do base camp at some point. But for now, the Everest Express.
Here we go. Namaste.
Namaste.
Have a nice flight.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice flight.
Thank you. Thank you, bad.
We will.
I think we're last on.
Namaste. How are you?
Namaste. Good morning.
Super excited. I think we're nearly at the last of the plane, at the back of the
what
plane.
is it number?
16?
Oh yeah, 16 is to see forward.
I think we have one side, one the other.
Okay, I'm this side and you're that side.
Ah, amazing. What side do you want? Which side sees Everest first?
From left side.
I'm going this side. See you later. I'm in here.
Entire crew members would like to welcome you on board the CTS-72 aircraft for Mountain Express flight. For your own safety, please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight. Please switch off or turn on your mobile phone in flight mode, as uses of mobile phones and smoking are strictly prohibited during the entire flight. For more safety information, please carefully go through the safety instruction card kept in front of your seat pocket before takeoff.
It probably makes sense, yeah, if you sit here. For now, we actually have two. I think they don't fully book out the plane, so you get a window seat each. You're guaranteed views of Everest. So on the way, it's going to be this side, and then we're going to swap. We're going to go over there.
I actually think that's really nice because I was a little bit confused. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, bad.
Thank you. Yeah, it's actually so nice because I saw 16 ANF and I thought, oh no, there's going to be someone in between us. But no, they have actually only half booked the plane. You both get a window seat. You're guaranteed to see Everest.
I think we got lucky. Most seats come with one window. We can choose. We've got this here. We got this here. The propeller is on Yeti Airlines, going to Everest, in a country that has one of the worst records in the world. Is that how you do it? That was wrong, I'm butchering it. Which is that? Here we go. Grazie Romano. Soaring over Kathmandu right now. Destination somewhere up there. We're on. We are running parallel along the Himalayas. We've been told to get out guide to see exactly where we're heading. So we're going to start from here. We're going to go all the way along, and then at Makalu.
I think we're starting from Makalu.
No. It said once we get to Makalu, we're going to spin, and then you want to swap sides.
Oh my god, how exciting!
This is unbelievable. Passing parallel to the Himalayas from Kathmandu. You can't see it. It doesn't do it justice. Being up here, you can really just see how vast it is. How almost it's two countries. You've got the valleys of Nepal, and then you've got the Himalayas, the mountain range that sits on top. It's almost godlike. You can see why it's sort of like worship Everest. Different mountains, they have different rituals. like shaking hands with God.
We will be going all the way from here to here. We are at the very beginning of the mountains. These are the Langtang.
Langtang.
Right. Okay, thank you so much. So you were right. We are going from left, ending at Makalu. So right now, Langtang is 7,200 meters high.
That's a baby.
Baby mountain.
You can see as the sun rises, all the mist is coming off the valleys and the foothills of the Himalayas. It's crazy to just see the villages where the people live, the Sherpas, the indigenous people of the mountains. And you can see the paths, the trails, the treks that you take from the foothills to get to the base of these Goliaths. Incredible.
Oh yeah. I mean,
It's Holy Mountain of Nepal.
Holy Mountain of Nepal. Thank you so much. So we have Gauri Shankar at 7,134 meters, as you heard the lady. Holy Mountain of Nepal, and it's one of the big ones.
One of these peaks just there. It is such a nice touch that they come round and they explain to you exactly where you're looking. To be lost without them, the air hostesses, and this, I would just be looking going, cool, that looks like a nice big mountain, doesn't it? But apparently the Holy Mountain just passed. There's never been hiked. No one has ever reached the summit because it is the mountain of gods, so it is untouchable, which is actually lucky that it's not one of the 8,000ers, because I think there's 14 8,000 meter peaks in the world. I'm not sure how many of them are in Nepal.
Quite a few. The majority of them are actually in the Himalayas. And when we watch the documentary or the film, the 14 Peaks, it's now surreal for us to be looking at all of the mountains that they climb. I don't know, it just feels really weird. They were all mountains that maybe I hadn't even heard of before, and now I'm flying over them.
We have our first 8,000 meter peak.
8201.
Mount Choyo, which is the big one right at the back there. Wow. So you can see the difference. The 8,000 meter peak's tower.
And it's further away, so it's
yeah, it's further back, it's higher up. How would you even start to hiking that? Like, you'd have to start somewhere down here in the foothills. Crazy achievement. No way.
Lopse and Mount Everest. Yeah. One at the very back, the pyramid shape.
Oh,
yeah.
Lopse, Everest, and Lopse.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you.
So much. Oh my god, is that at the back?
Which one?
It looks like Toblerone.
What, the highest point at the back? Oh my god.
Sagamata. Everest.
You've done it. Forget all the training. Forget the lack of oxygen.
I bet we're still up there.
Forget the thousands, the tens of thousands of pounds. We have seen the summit of Mount Everest.
Hard to tell that that's higher.
In Crocs, that is insane. Everest. Oh my gosh. It towers. Towers over them. From Everest to Mount Makalu, we are just starting to turn. In the very distance, somewhere over there.
You can see the best view from here.
You can see the best right now. Oh wow, yeah, that looks incredible. As we spin, yeah, you can see the whole mountain range right now, the whole way along, from Makalu to Tibet to Everest. Wow, look how long it goes on for.
Do you know what's so scary is that like the famous mountains are sort of like in between that range, isn't it? You know, these people are pointing to them and we're flying around them.
This is about the time that we everyone look. Everyone is running to the other side as we head back.
Oh my god, it's nice to have a window view. Obviously when you sit on that seat you still get an amazing view, but this is fun.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Makalu first, Everest.
Yeah, I know, we're going backwards now. Wow, check that out. That's Everest, the triangle.
Makalu first.
And that one's Mount Everest.
Amazing.
We'll be going all the way from here to get that.
Backwards,
Perfect.
thank you.
There we go.
Excuse me, see, we
right there.
Just over there?
Yeah, the valley.
Oh my god.
The world's most dangerous, right?
Have you been there?
Yeah.
I don't think I would. Thank you. So she was just saying that is.
If you zoom in, you can see the runway as well.
Yeah, what, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have a look on my phone on the Zoom.
Where's the runway?
Are you ready? Oh yeah, look.
Can you see it?
I don't know if you'll be able to catch it on the camera.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Shortest thing ever.
That is Lukla down there. That little runway in the corner.
No, thank you.
You have got to be some seriously skilled pilot to land in that airport. You're basically going in between the Himalayan. You can see you have to go in between all of that. You have to go through.
But also, you have to go on that tiny.
I don't understand it. You have to go through 2 different mountain ranges in a tiny valley and then land on a runway that is on the edge of a cliff that is only 400 meters long. I want to do it. We're doing it. Next year, base camp, we're doing it. Thank you very much.
Aww.
Thank you. For you?
Thank you.
Thank you. Dhanyavad. There we go.
Oh my god, that's so sweet. So we actually have a memory to keep forever, a certificate to say that we've been on Yeti Airlines above the clouds. We've seen Everest.
It's actually a really nice touch. It's got the date, it's got the captain's name, and it's actually signed by the flight captain. There we go. I've done it. I've achieved it. It's actually, if anything, motivated me to come back to Nepal in the future and do one of the hikes. Not one of the peaks, not one of the summits, but whether it's base camp, whether it's Annapurna base camp, one of the two would be nice for 2026. Thank you, Dhanyavad. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we're back. Back on dry land. With a certificate to match. We have been up, we have seen the summit of Mount Everest, and it is not even 9 o'clock in the morning. So fingers crossed, we can get back to the hotel and we'll even make breakfast. Hotel jumper, Dhanyavad. Right to the door. Thank you, my friend. Oh, this side is okay. Oh, this side. Oh, no, this side. We've got doors opening everywhere. Oh. Thank you very much. Thank you. Namaste. And we are back at the jumper hotel. Good morning. Just in time. Namaste. For breakfast, we did have this yesterday. It's really good. You got all your cereals, your bread. What have we got today? Parsley and potato. Oh yes, baked beans.
Bean wrap.
A bean wrap, and our favourite bit, the courtyard out here, where you can get eggs. Good morning. Can we get 2 cappuccinos, please? Thank you very much. Where you can get your cappuccinos and your eggs. It is 10:09. I've got up. I have been to Everest and back, and now I am enjoying a bean wrap, some wedges. Oh, thank you so much. That looks amazing.
Oh, I need that this morning.
Oh, we got one at the airport, and it was the, thank you so much, Dhanyavad.
Thank you.
The domestic airport coffee was the worst coffee I have ever had in my life, so this is going to go down.
It's nice.
A treat. It was so worth extending a couple more days. In Kathmandu, to be able to see the summit of Everest, and you stay in a place like this, jumper hotel, with breakfast for around 20 English pounds a night. The bean wrap is well.
And you get a cappuccino, is it?
It's like it tastes Mexican. It's almost like a pinto wrap, yeah.
Really?
I think so. You're gonna enjoy this, and then tomorrow, we're gonna get in the bus, the dreaded bus, for about 10 hours to Pokhara. I might have ordered too much. 2 omelettes for myself, but to be fair, I need to refeed. I need to get the energies back in my body, because this morning, I don't know if I told you, but I reached the summit of Everest.